Hello there, and welcome to to a very kind of watered down version of the matchday supplement. It's Crisandro, of course, and as you can tell, I'm in my house at the moment. The lockdown is still in effect, and tonight was a big game between Spurs and Manchester United at the very empty Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and as you have seen, finished 1-1, which was I guess a lot of people were expecting that result, actually, quite a lot of Spurs fans were expecting us to lose that one. But it finished as a draw, and so a point apiece, which keeps us in 8th place, I believe, and it keeps us 4 points. Now means that we moved 4 points behind Chelsea, a Chelsea side that are now preparing for next season with a whole lot of new signings, by the looks of it. So, how did that game go? It was kind of tense really from the first minute to the 90th. We kind of, the first 20 minutes was kind of mixed. I'll say United probably had the better of it. They had 3 decent efforts, one from Rashford from what I remember, from a defensive mistake by Sanchez. And and his side foot attempt saved well by Lloris, and then Bruno Fernandes had a couple of efforts. We had kind of like half chances really. We didn't really connect as such, although Lamela played quite well and almost got on the end of one particular shot across the bows, and the ball just tackled out, he missed that opportunity. But then they kind of took the game to us and had the better of it. Of course, Luis had a good few saves, and then as we were watching it on TV, the commentators there were kind of upset by the Manchester United defending, which led up to Bergwijn spinning. I believe it was Maguire or Luke. No, it was Maguire that he spun. They blamed Luke Shaw for heading the ball and not looking at where the ball landed, which then meant that we took advantage of it. The ball into Bergwijn, who then spun Maguire, ran into the penalty area and smashed it hard. That's almost straight at De Gea, who somehow palmed it into the net. 1-0, and so that was the impetus for us to kind of hold on, sit back, and then look for an opportunity to pick them off at the break. Pick them off on the break. Half-time did come, with the Niners pretty much kind of on top, and then they took over the second half. I can't lie, they took over the second half, and that was just... It was good defending. You could say it was good tactics, because defensively we looked sound. They did have a couple of chances. Martial did pull up, make Lloris bring out a great save. And they had opportunities. They had other opportunities. Obviously, they changed the tactics a little bit. There's Rashford and who was the other player, Daniel James, are far too wide. They came into the middle to make a front 3 almost, and they caused us a few problems. But we dealt with them quite well. Dealt with them very well. And then they brought in Pogba, who then pretty much changed the game. Really, I'd say. His touches, his long passing, it was good to watch. And then his trickery totally outdid Eric Dyer on the 80th minute, or 79th minute. And Dyer was coming together really, but he brought him down, penalty. And then it was dispatched by Bruno Fernandes. And that was 1-1. And then we started to play. That was a weird thing. I mean, that happened quite a bit, didn't it? I mean, when we played Norwich in the FA Cup before the lockdown, we were 1-0 up, and then for some reason we just sat back, and then they equalised, and then we came out and played, and then we almost battered them. But we couldn't score that goal. There was a similar thing here, and that's what we've got to try and watch out for, really. I mean, technically is fine, it's all well and good if you can hold out against a team, you can actually keep them at bay. But when but at some point, you have to try and you can't get deeper and deeper and deeper. You have to try and push out a bit more, try and counter them before they get the chance to turn and face your goal. You know what I mean? And that's what we didn't do. And we just brought them on. And then when they scored with a penalty, then we started attacking. We started playing well. Jensen came on, and then Lo Celso came on. He's been nursing an injury, and and then we did the ball started running through them, and we actually looked more attacking again, and we actually created a good few chances, and any other given day we could have actually nicked a win here. But that's just how it is at the moment. If it would have paid, if we didn't get away that penalty and we held on and we won 1-0, sure, tactical masterclass would have been brilliant. But on the flip side, when you defend that deep each time and you bring the opposition onto you each time, eventually, sometimes I might pay off. Especially if you're defending that deep, they can just pick you off with a long range shot quite easily. Or a decent deep cross with so many bodies in the penalty area, that could cause a lot of havoc, couldn't it? So, like I said, if we'd held on and won, it would have been a tactical masterclass. As it was, it's just kind of like 40 minutes of just holding on, and then getting done by a sucker punch, really, because Pogba did sucker punch us really with that, and then at the end, just to add insult to injury, I heard the interview at the end by Bruno Fernandes, and he was saying that he felt the leg. It was a complete dive. Even I saw it from where I was, and how the referee gave it, I've no idea. It was Dyer again, and he literally just stepped in front, took the ball, didn't get any other player at all, and the referee blew for a penalty. And VAR took about a couple of minutes to sort that out. I mean, it was just a non-starter. It was never a penalty, and then there it was. And then it finished 1-1. It was all right. I mean, I was confident of a win, but then I can understand now why a lot of people were saying that they weren't that confident of a win, because we really, hard to say really, we really should have, I don't know, like I said, I'll go back to it. If we held on, it would have been a tactical masterclass. 1-0, great defence, our first clean sheet in a long, long time. Would have been our 5th clean sheet, I think, this season. It would have been job done, move on to the next. But as it was 1-1 in the end, and got just a point to show for it. But there we go. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Really, now we move. West Ham in the next game, and that's in a couple of days' time. So we shall see how that pans out for us. But it's good to see no new injuries. Players I was impressed with, Lloris, of course. They made some great saves, especially from Martial. That tip over save from a shot which we would have barely had time to see. Dyer looked very good at centre back. Looked commanding. Looked strong. Looked confident, and he played very well. I had to give him props for that. For the whole 90 minutes. Aurier down the right defended very well and attacked very well. I mean, he put up some dangerous crosses. And he was tight with Rashford, especially down that side. So yeah, I had to give Aurier props, and he's been playing quite well under Mourinho, I have to say. He's been playing very well. And in the centre, I guess Winks and Sissoko, they played all right. Winks had a good few touches and intercepted well. Sissoko just marshalling, didn't get to see too much of him, didn't get to touch the ball too much, but did quite well. And then up front was kind of almost non-existent, really, for the most part, though. Lamela doing very well, very tenacious up front, making sure that Manchester United didn't come out as quickly as they could, and held to the ball, did very well, kept the game moving, took us up the field. He was just kind of let down by his final ball on a couple of occasions, on 3 occasions really. But other than that, fantastic. Did very well. Kane, almost anonymous, really, although I think I have to probably note him more on his defensive displays as opposed to his attacking displays in this game. But it was alright. It was alright. Sonny, ever willing runner, didn't really get the balls that he needed. But I can't really fault anyone. Well, I suppose I could fault Dar for giving away the penalty, but I can't really fault anyone. Everyone played as well as they could, and they kept Manchester United out as much as they could, kept them out at bay. So yeah, that's the way it finished. It finished 1-1 here. Well, there actually at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and so now we move, So the next game, West Ham. See how that pans out. This obviously they won't have their vociferous away support with them, so maybe we can get one over on them, especially after last season when they beat us at our own ground. They always turn up, don't they, when they play us? But hopefully that should be it should be the springboard now. We haven't won in 7 games. This should be the springboard to get us back to winning ways, and then to put the pressure back on Manchester United as well, and Sheffield United, and Wolves, and Chelsea, who are all above us. And then we shall see what happens, But hope you enjoyed. If you did get to see the game, I hope you enjoyed it. And let's hope for a victory against West Ham. Like and subscribe, and share this video as much as you can. Let me know what you think as well of the game at the bottom. Just so write your comments at the bottom there. And as always, come on you Spurs. You all take care.